Well, today I want to show you 3 scripts that completely change the way I rig characters in Moho Pro. These are not just optional tools. For me, they have become part of the core rigging workflow because they solve problems that appear again and again in production. The 3 scripts are: move selected points or bone to one coordinate, 2D Rigging Toolbox 4.0, and set one bone. Each one solves a different type of rigging challenge. One helps with precision, one accelerates repetitive tasks, and one gives better control when working with bone influence. If you rig characters regularly, these scripts can save you many hours. One of the most common rigging problems happens when several points must align perfectly. This is especially important when creating clean joints, symmetrical parts, mechanical rigs, mouth, systems, hand controls, cloth seams. Manually moving points often creates tiny inaccuracies, and those tiny inaccuracies become visible during animation. This script forces selected points or bones to share exactly the same X coordinate or Y coordinate. That means all selected points become perfectly aligned vertically or horizontally. I use it a lot when building elbows, knees, shirt edges, trouser folds, eye controls, mouth corners. If several mouth points must remain perfectly horizontal, one click solves it immediately. Perfect alignment improves deformation quality, smart bone behavior, consistency between left and right sides, practical workflow. Thus, instead of zooming in and trying to manually place each point, I simply select the points, run the script, choose X or Y alignment, and the geometry becomes clean instantly. This may look simple, but precision at this stage prevents many deformation problems later. If there is one script package that saves the most time in my daily work, it is 2D Rigging Toolbox 4.0. This toolbox combines many rigging utilities in one place. Instead of doing repetitive manual operations, you access several advanced rigging functions quickly. In production, repetitive tasks consume energy. This script reduces that technical fatigue. I've noticed that the more complex your character becomes, the more this toolbox becomes essential. You want my advice? If you only use one feature today, start small. Learn one tool inside the toolbox each day. Very quickly, it becomes part of your natural workflow. In fact, I'm planning to have detailed and dedicated tutorial on this tool, where we shall look on its various utilities such as naming layers, creating joints, skeleton creation, binding layers, receiving the drawings from Adobe Illustrator, and so many other things. Stay tuned on this channel if you want to learn and master Moho Pro. Bone influence is one of the most delicate parts of rigging. Sometimes one point receives influence from multiple bones when you only want one. Set one bone allows you to assign selected points directly to a single bone. That means complete control. No accidental mixed influences. Without the script, you often adjust influence manually several times. This becomes slow, especially in detailed rigs. Bone influence is one of the most delicate parts of rigging. Sometimes one point receives influence from multiple bones when you only want one. Set one bone allows you to assign selected points directly to a single bone. That means complete control. No accidental mixed influences. Without the script, you often adjust influence manually several times. This becomes slow, especially in detailed rigs. Once you have set the bones, you can proceed to the normal binding of bone to corresponding points. This is called non-automatic binding. You see, this script allows you to move and animate points without any problem. Let's have a fun and try to animate this shape. Let's try a little more of that and see. It is what I always said. You should never limit your imagination. Let it span to the infinity of the universe. These three scripts actually complement each other. A typical workflow can look like this. First, Align points perfectly using Move selected points. Then, rename, bind and organize rig structures using 2D Rigging Toolbox. And finally, assign clean influence, correct or adjust the position of the shape using Set 1 Bone. Here, you gain a cleaner rig, faster setup, fewer correction passes later. Dear friends, many animators focus only on visible rig controls, but invisible technical precision is what makes a rig strong. These scripts help create that invisible precision. If you use Moho regularly, tell me, which script saves you the most time? Or which script would you like me to demonstrate next? I may build a full tutorial around it.